Hey there, my name's Kyle and this is my channel, Dire Adventure. This video we're going to be doing some farming. We're out here for the sugar beet harvest out here in North Dakota. I help a friend of mine with their harvest every year. And so yeah, we're just going to go over that, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions I don't cover about sugar beet harvesting or farming in general. It's just what we're doing here. So welcome to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and so you can see more of my content. That's a lot of different scuba, hiking, four-wheeling, basically anything outdoors that I can come up with to record, I get recorded and try to put some videos together. So definitely check it out, hit subscribe. Not quite as much of an adventure as most of my videos, but it's something that I do every year. I help out a friend of mine with their sugar beet harvest. Sugar beets up here are a pretty big crop in this area. They go and get processed into sugar and get sold. If you've ever had or seen American crystal sugar on the shelf in your store, this is where it comes from. It's a field like this in a place like this. What I am doing is called roto beeting, or topping, some other people call it. Basically, you can see there's a line there where there's a bunch of leaves, and then there's a bunch behind me where there are no leaves, and that's what I'm doing, is knocking the top off of all of the sugar beets and knocking them into piling them up in the rows between the sugar beets, and that way the harvester can come through and dig them up and put them into a truck to be hauled off to be processed. Sugar beet harvest is a little bit fickle because it needs to be within a specific temperature range, and in North Dakota you can never really count on the weather. We just got done being shut down for 3 days straight for heat. It's been a really hot October so far, and then they don't want them to be frozen either, so you have to watch the cold end too. So far that has not been a problem this year. It's been very warm. We've been shut down a bit for heat though. So far, out of the like 7 or whatever days we've been doing it, we've been shut down 4, I think, something along those lines. 4.5 maybe. We've all told got 3 days, I think, of full work in on the field. We're hoping that we have a 4-day stretch here where we can get a lot done. The forecast looks favorable for us. So I just got a lot of video and stuff of what goes on out here. Got some drone footage, and I hope you enjoy what you see. If you do, hit that like, the thumbs up button there, and hit subscribe so you get more of my adventure content and what's going on. I post family camping, canoeing trips with the family, scuba diving, whatever we got going on is what I like to put together. I'm largely hands-free. You might notice I'm looking down frequently. I have a GPS driving the tractor, and it's doing the same lines as when the planter ran earlier this spring. And it's really, really good for the most part. Like it locks in, and it tells me like right now it's bounced between like 0.1 and 0.4 inches offline. Like it's bouncing right on, pretty much right on target when you think about the scale of the rows are 11 inches. No, 22 inches. I don't know why I divided that by 2. Like, yeah, it's really impressive. So I really just keep my eye on the row to make sure that I'm running along my tire along the beets like I expect it to be. And then I look back from time to time to make sure that the piles are between the beets the way I expect them to be. And if the GPS is doing its job, it's really it's pretty simple, straightforward. But it's nice. I work in IT. It's nice to get out into the field and experience something different for a little while. Just be out in the country, and yeah, it's just totally different work, and it's a nice little thing to do every fall. Get out and enjoy the weather and the country, and yeah, I really enjoy it. We had one night where we worked overnight because of the heat, and the GPS didn't work great that night. The solar flares apparently messed up the GPS, and it didn't work at all. and so we had to manually drive, but the solar flares also created a bunch of northern lights. So I'll post some pictures of the northern lights here in the video. I didn't take any video of it. I don't know why, but I got pictures, so we're gonna have to settle for some still images here of the northern lights. But they were pretty amazing that night. You can check out my Instagram at Dire Adventure for pictures like this and other things, other pictures and reels and whatnot of what's going on in the world of Dire Adventure. Josie's on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it over. It does get a little boring. It's not bad when you're moving, but we're only allowed to run 2 trucks into the pilers. So we have to wait for them to get back. It can take from like when they leave here to when they get back can take up to an hour and a half. Like sometimes longer if things are really slow at the pilers. So there could be times where, like right now we have both trucks, so they're both gonna leave here, you know, within 10 minutes, 15 minutes of each other, and then we won't see them again for somewhere between an hour and 2 hours roughly. And so I'll just be waiting. That gets a little bit old, but you know, I got my phone, we got decent cell signal out here, so I watch a lot of YouTube shorts, stuff like that, and been watching a lot of scuba content lately. I got a trip coming up to the Dominican Republic, gonna do a bunch of scuba diving, so that content has taken over my feed. YouTube knows I'm addicted. I chew a lot of sunflower seeds in the tractor. It's something to do and it tastes good. Sunflower seed mukbang video, baby. So around here, like, it's a kind of a big thing. You know, a lot of people will work part-time driving trucks and stuff like that for it. So one of the radio stations dubs it Beet Off. And so like every year it's Beet Off 2024. The whole beet harvest. Kind of funny. So if you have any questions about beating off, hit me up in the comments. Just getting started on day 4 in the beet field. Sunrise is about to come up here in a little bit. It's 7 a.m. Just about to make my first pass. Delicious Diet Coke. They need to sponsor me. I drink so much of that stuff. I should just start making Diet Coke content. Operator alive switch is what that beep just was. That's the GPS confirming that I'm not dead. Because they don't want a dead guy getting driven by the GPS into a building or something, I suppose, into a town. I don't know. Like, if I die and the GPS stops working, the rest of the tractor's manual, the throttle and everything, the gears, like, it's gonna keep going. It's just not gonna be driven by the GPS. So it's gonna hit something or, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be that different whether the GPS is driving it. I suppose like that keeps the GPS liability out of it. If it drives into something, it's like, well, we weren't steering it. The guy was dead, so we turned off. I don't know. That's my best guess. End of row approaching, Beet, so I'm getting close to the end. And I gotta turn around. Turn around. Every now and then I hit the end of the field, and then I have to turn around. Turn around. The GPS won't do it, so I'm using my hands to steer it like an old-time farmer would. Should have thought that through better. Turning off the PTO, lifting up the roto beater, pick it off the ground so I can turn, and I won't damage anything as I turn at the end of the field. 4 rows in, so I count out the rows 1, 2, 3, 4, and put my right tire right to the left of the 4th row, and drive into the row and get the GPS going, see how it lines up. Looking pretty good, pretty good. And we're gonna stop right at the start of the row here, because the harvester is down at the other end, and it doesn't really make any sense for me to go down there and wait behind him with all of these beets topped, because you don't want them to sit here topped like a super long time if you can help it. Like, it wouldn't really matter if I did it, but there's not really any reason for me to do it right now. So I'm gonna wait, and then the trucks come back, and when he gets about halfway down here, then I'll start up again, because he goes a little bit faster than I do. And get down to the other end and out of his way so he can do another loop, because I am twice as wide as the harvester is the other thing. I'm running 12 rows, he's running 6 rows. And yeah, I track all this on a Google Sheets, and it tells me about how much time we have left, how many acres and all that, because I'm a nerd. I'm a huge nerd. My wife thinks it's funny, but the farmer, I think, legit appreciates it. He always comes to me, he's like, because he has to report back to the factory, he's like, how many acres he thinks he's got left. He's like, hey Kyle, how many acres you figure we got? Like, oh, let me look at my spreadsheet. Well, looks like we have about 68 left, or whatever it is at that given time. So this is what my farming experience is like. What do you think? Is this something you'd like to do? I only do it, I mean, typically, like, it's not 2 full weeks. Typically, over a 2-week span, we'll work like 8 days or something like that, 8, 9 days, and finish it all out. So that is my farming life, is about 2 weeks a year in the fall helping harvest. It's pretty fun. Potty break. Another beautiful morning in the beet field. Got a little bit of rain last night, just enough to make a real thin layer of topsoil, sticky and stick to everything, but we're getting it done. We're moving. Got a couple trucks out already. Sun's just coming up, and it's going to be a good day. It's halftime in the Packers game, so I thought I'd record a little update. Goal Pack goal. Anyways, last night we got shut down a little early because of rain, and well, the piler in Drayton, North Dakota got shut down because of lightning. And then the other piler we take to in Ardoch, North Dakota, they were still open, but our trucks were having trouble moving in the field and everything. Everything was so slick with all the rain we got. We actually got a little bit of hail too. So we shut down. We started late this morning, 9 a.m. To give the ground a little bit of extra time to dry up in the sun. And it's been windy, so things are good and dry today. And yeah, we're just back at it, you know, cruising down the field, getting what we can done. You can see probably some dirt there. This split's getting pretty thin. I don't think we'll finish it today, but definitely tomorrow by, I don't know, late morning, early afternoon, this split will be done, and then we'll be working on our last split in the field after that. And yeah, we're making progress. The farmer I run Roto Beater for has a lady from a local restaurant bring supper for us every night. Tonight it looks like I got 3 brats, some potato salad, and some macaroni salad. That's a lot of food. I haven't eaten yet today, so there's that. I don't know. Let's see how much I can put down, and then we'll get back to Roto Beating once the truck shows up. Tasty brat. Perfect day for brats too, because I'm watching the Packers play on my phone as I'm doing this. Brats in a football game. Oh yeah, can't forget she brings dessert too. Let's see what's in here. Last time it was apple crisp. Looks like it's some sort of muffin tonight. Ooh. Looking forward to trying that out. I think it definitely makes a difference when you're working 14, 15, 16 hours to have hot food just show up. Like, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Like something to look forward to for a few hours there in the afternoon where things are getting, because things get pretty slow waiting for trucks and whatnot. Like, I don't know. I think it helps.
It don't feel too bad. I mean, kind of just choke the skin and kind of move it to the side. It's like bleeding though, it doesn't look bad, so I don't know if I'm supposed to look at it and take any more off, so it's kind of a thick chunk, but I don't think it's nothing they can do anything about it anyway, just gotta let it heal. Yeah, you still gotta grab the hole, or did you write some band-aids or what? I just put a new towel on it.
I have no idea how well it's gonna. Stop focusing on my face. I don't know how it's gonna show up on video, but man, that sunset tonight. This isn't working good. That sunset tonight is amazing. Stop it. I know I could take the video without me in it at all, and it wouldn't do this, but I thought I should be in the video. I don't know. Get off my back. Oh, it's amazing. Nice sunset tonight. Well, it's the middle of the night and we're going again. We got shut down today. At the time we had 4 acres, 4 approved acres left to dig, and we got shut down for heat. So we came back at midnight, but in the interim they opened up another 5 or so acres of at-risk beets. So, and that's the final cutoff. So we know now what's going to get left in the field and what needs to get harvested, and the farmer that I work for told me just go ahead and beat everything off and go home. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm beating everything off and I'm going to go home. I got about an hour left of roto beating and I am done for the year. Feels good. It feels like it's day, I don't know, 30, but it's actually probably like day 8. It's hard to keep track with all the like shutdown days and stuff in between with the heat and everything else that we had. But all in all, I can't complain. It's gone good. I haven't used up as much time off from my real job as I thought I might. So yeah, I can't complain. Things have worked out pretty good. So let's just finish beating off and call it a year. Happy